Nick speaking. Welcome to this video on my Ghost Ark / Doomsday Ark. Yeah, so I got a couple for my birthday, as you may have seen in my other video. So I've basically scraped all of the mould lines off, and I built this front section here. I haven't stuck everything on just for ease of painting really, but I've been doing some research of other people, how they've magnetised them and stuff, and there's just so many different options around. So this video is about what I'm going to do with mine, and then hopefully when I've done it you'll be able to see it at the end of the video. So obviously the Ghost Ark, basically you have like so, we go in this way, and then when you turn it over to the Doomsday Ark it goes around this way. Now I've seen quite a few people, basically they just get the big gun, they keep it in the Ghost Ark section, take the big gun and basically just magnetise the gun on. It's obviously the wrong way round, but it does the job quite nicely. If you want a simple job, then fine. Personally though, I do actually want to turn it around so that I can have the Doomsday Ark, you know, the correct way round, and then have the big gun at the bottom. I just think it'll look better. So that's what I'm going to do. So, and it's pretty obvious really that the main thing to do is to have the magnets in here, so you can have it, you know, one way or the other. The problem is when you turn it upside down, is then the gauze flyers are effectively going to be upside down, which, okay, that's fine, that's not a problem, but I'm hoping to be able to magnetise these on, because not only do I want them the right way up when I turn it the other way round, but if you get weapon destroyed result, you know, you can basically take them off, so you can show that it's got destroyed weapons on one side. And the problem that you have is that basically this section that holds the gun sort of goes in like so. Now if that's all glued together, it's quite difficult to get this to come in and out without magnetising it in here. Seems like a lot of work. So what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to magnetise the actual gauze flyer onto that section, and this actually moves up and down, so depending on which position you are, you should be able to move this up and down and then put the gun on, so that it's actually always the correct way. So that's the plan for that. I think that's going to work quite nicely. I have seen someone put a big rod right the way through and put these on so they're loose, so when they want to change the guns they can sort of open up off the rod and then get in to change them. It looks like a lot of hard work in terms of just getting your model ready to play, more than anything. As for the warriors inside, I'm actually going to leave the warriors off, mainly so I can stand my models in, because I think that's going to be the best option. Although there is quite a good way of actually making it quite easy to magnetise your warriors on. So rather than magnetising each individual warrior, if you get like a plastic rod and magnetise the rod on with 2 magnets, you can then effectively just glue your warriors onto the rod, so you can literally take the whole thing out. It's quite a good idea, but I'm gonna stick with no warriors. And as for the flyers, there's also a bit of debate whether or not you need to keep this on, because I mean, would you really have a blade, you know, from that gun? Probably not, although I don't know, maybe it looks a bit more intimidating with blades on. I'm not really sure. I haven't decided whether I'm going to keep them off or on yet. So that's it really. So I'm going to continue now to magnetise this up, and I'll come back when it's all finished. I will actually do a how to magnetise video as I'm doing it, so if you're really interested in that, then that will go up shortly after this video. Okay, so there you go, that's the Doomsday Ark done. Left these bits off just for painting, basically a bit easier to paint. And in the end I decided to keep these gauze flyers on. I've got it in my mind really that if the driver in there presses a button, it's going to set the flyers into this position here, where they're at different angles, and then at the same time they're going to rotate round so that the blade is actually pointing forward, so then they can sort of fly past someone. like a group of men and maybe try and like shred them to bits with the blades. So that's my reason for keeping the blades on. Plus I think it looks quite nice with the blades on, even though, you know, at first sight it looks a bit illogical. I think, you know, a bit of imagination, it works. So what I'm going to do now is turn it into a ghost arc. So here we go. So like I said, if you want to find out how I magnetise this, then I shall be putting up a video, so you'll be able to see this. But for now, I'm just going to pop it into position. Right, so there you go. Now in terms of the warriors, I've left this basically open, so if I want to I could put my individual warriors in there just to indicate which unit I'm using, but I've also magnetised the warriors. In the end I thought, well, at the end of the day, if I've got them, then why not magnetise them? I mean, actually I had a look at them, and the little minis, the broken warriors, are actually very good. You've got a load of scarabs and stuff going all over their bodies, repairing them, like baby scarabs. Once I saw those baby scarabs I thought, yeah, I've got to make them up, so I've made them up. So I have the option now, put the original warriors in there, or I can leave them out for my actual models to go in. There you go. So now the warriors in there. So yeah, really happy how that came out. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, please rate the video. Any comments would be most welcome.